Hi, everybody. Ian Bremmer here around your world. In 180 seconds, I have your questions, as always, lined up on my phone, and we're ready to go. Number one, with recent tensions between Zelensky and Washington, how likely are the Saudi-hosted peace talks to yield real progress? Well, we'll find out real soon. Zelensky has certainly made his efforts to make nice on the critical minerals deal, on apologizing to the Trump White House for a meeting that, frankly, he has very little to apologize for. And that certainly has helped with getting this engagement going. Also, he's not attending personally, rather his key envoys and advisors meeting with Secretary of State Rubio and National Security Advisor Waltz. I suspect that the meetings will end up being just fine, but they are unlikely to lead to a ceasefire because what the Ukrainians are prepared to accept, the Russians are not close to accepting. So either Trump is going to have to be willing to take some time, bring it to the Russians, and see that the Russians are not playing full ball, or he's going to have to throw the Ukrainians under the bus more and make greater demands that they're not prepared to accept. I don't think either of those things are likely to happen today, but that's, I think, the direction of travel. Okay. Number two, are we on the cusp of a nuclear proliferation era as Poland and Germany talk of acquiring nuclear weapons? Germany's talking more about sharing in the nuclear umbrella with France. Poland's talking about getting its own. These things are all harder. They will take longer than these countries have. It's not like France's nuclear umbrella is deep or easily extendable. In order to have anyone believe credibly that a French deterrent would apply to other countries, a lot of things have to happen in terms of coordination and infrastructure and building up those capabilities that will take, frankly, years. So I think it's important that these conversations are happening. I think that many countries around the world are moving towards establishing their own nuclear capabilities in around the Middle East. I can certainly see over time as Iran gets closer, the Saudis thinking about it, the Turks thinking about it in Asia, South Korea and Japan, in Europe, a number of countries needing to have collective security because they don't feel like the Americans can provide for them. But I don't think those things are happening overnight. The global order is changing. It is really past the tipping point, but these things are slow-moving processes. Finally, does Justin Trudeau's replacement, Mark Carney, have a shot of winning Canada's general election? Certainly does. And 3 months ago would have had no shot at all. There's been an extraordinary bounce back for the Liberal Party, in part because they're now represented by someone that is not an incumbent. Think about what would have happened in the US if it hadn't been Biden or Kamala Harris, but had been an outsider after general primary, better shot of winning. That's exactly what the Canadians have now done. Trudeau forced down Chrystia Freeland, his deputy prime minister, getting 8% in the Liberal caucus vote, and Carney getting almost 86%. So he's a centrist. He's in much better position to give a serious run against Pierre Poilievre from the Conservatives. The big question is how is Trump going to respond? Because on the one hand, it's very easy for Trump to now say, Trudeau's gone because of me, and I'm now willing to work with somebody who is more reasonable, and the markets would certainly appreciate that. On the other hand, short of him doing that, and I think it's unlikely that he's going to reach out and extend a hand to the Canadians, then Trump beating on Canada more gives Carney a better shot of winning because he's the guy that can manage an economic crisis, and also because the Canadians are so united in their anger with the United States, kind of like Mexico is right now, kind of like a number of European countries are right now. So Trump is definitely a uniter, just not inside the US, more inside other countries. That's it for me, and I'll talk to you all real soon.